Here we are. There we go. Basically, energy undeniably exists. And on a certain level, things seem to be uniform. An electron is the same in this atom as it is in that atom. But somewhere along the line, Earth started to cool because the chaos of expansion was overwhelmed by the amount of space that was then made available. And bombardment ceased. Enough time went by that liquid water was available for the universe to build with. Now, the universe is the source of all knowledge. And what I mean by that is that first-person experience is the original and still to this day most reliable way to connect with reality. Try something for yourself and see how it works. But just as, it took us 14 billion years to get here, we look at the timeline and notice that things become more and more interconnected as they continue. Think about the way a pool table looks after the break. Now, on a level, all things are uniform, but there's enough random seeming ambiguity. But what I'm saying is that that's actually unpredictability going on to flavor things to the point where hierarchical systems are built on the lower functions of those same systems. Just like the universe at all. The individual evolves to fit in the piece where the puzzle goes, and the whole puzzle changes shape. So, when a thread is being pulled through fabric by someone holding the needle, the fabric comes together as the piece is completed. Understand that this is a better way to think about things because each pattern that you come across is like a progress point. The universe is weaving and weaving and weaving, and that insinuates, with my intention of doing so, the linguistic terminology insinuates that there's a goal and that things are being pulled towards it. Now, I don't know this to be the case, but if you go back and say, what did you just say about patterns getting more complicated? Well, Look at the evolution of biological life on Earth. Look at a picture of the Earth now versus 3 billion years ago. And then look at a picture of the solar system now versus 10 billion years ago. And you'll understand what I mean. Things make more sense. Complexity arises over time because really what's happening is a causal chain of events that started with a little fucking dot, and who knows where it's going to end. I mean, we die, but if you follow the same logic that leads you to believe that things are getting more patterned, and the patterns are getting more intricate and becoming higher in dimensionality and more significant in meaning to the person experiencing them, two things are possible. The one I already explained about the needle being pulled towards some, clothing metaphor, and we are on the thread, and the guy holding the needle is the creator, or, the thread is going randomly, and then whatever doesn't work is abandoned, and whatever does work is, but then who determines whether or not it works? That's a question. People spend their whole lives studying biological evolution, and they won't answer who is guiding the process, because either the process itself is intelligent and has awareness of the failed attempts versus the success attempts. Stop there for a minute, because that right there seems like it should be enough evidence to let you know that there is intention in this. I mean, it's just so blatantly obvious to me. I can't see how else. A logical, a way around this is, well, maybe there's like something that's going against poor choices that evolution has made during biological, trial and error. Something goes against it. And that something could be the death of the creature. You know what I'm saying? But still, that insinuates that whatever goes against the failed attempts knows that that is an end of the line. And so either the thing is aware that's preventing the negative traits from succeeding, or who put that thing there in the first place. So, time is measured with human experience. And this is a problem because human experience and the act of measuring anything affects it. And you can't know any information about time without affecting both space and time. This is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. It's a fundamental law of quantum physics. Time is distorted due to physical change. Certain physical changes distort time, like speed, distance, and therefore the participation that you have by measuring quantum systems, which is what everything is comprised of, and so it's a problem that we have no universal answer to what time is, because it could be a fundamentally human thing. It could be that time does not exist outside of our experience. Same thing with space, because The holographic principle insinuates that all information can be encoded on the surface. Therefore, there's no need for physical space or time, because this whole thing could just be a two-dimensional shape with the same information encoded. There doesn't need to be a system of dimensionality in order for infinity. You know what I'm saying? There's infinite numbers between 1 and 2. 1.1, 1.11, 1.112. So why a four-dimensional? And so I think what we're going to end up having to do is taking time out of the equation. And death is like the ultimate progress point for an individual. I mean, for an individual to witness the entirety of the universe, would give it one perspective of itself other than its own. And so what more efficient way than to put it in a little 70-year packet, give it a 6-foot frame, and have it witness all things that are baryonic until it dies and then returns to whatever that source was in the first place. We are all of it as individuals. The problem is our single lives are a temporary convergence that restricts us to this physical world.